We're gonna do all signs. It's too fucking tight! Right. Let's see. So this title is for the ones that are obsessed about New Year's. You know, it's like what's gonna happen. So they are predictions. Remember, when you don't like a prediction, remember that you still have power to change outcomes in your future energy. Okay? Let's see. So the title is Where You'll Be a Year From Now. Should be interesting, right? Noob, hi. Mabel, hello. Raja. We're gonna wait for some people to come in. For some reason I can't see the number of people in the chat. I can see the chat, but for some reason it's not showing. Oh well, oh well. Jordo, afternoon. Noble, thank you. Gagana, hi. Jesse, hi. Octave, what's up? Mass, what's up? Australia. Hello, baby. VJ, hi. Smita, hi. All right. Shall we start? Are you guys ready? Heavenly, what's up? All right, let's start. We're going to start with ether. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus, sun, moon, rising, or stellium. Let's see where you'll be in a year from now, Ophiuchus. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. You're going to be busy. When I say busy, this is with your spiritual journey. This is not external matters. Your external will reflect your internal, of course, but I see you doing a lot of shadow work and healing those things that are holding you back from becoming more of yourself. So I feel like you are already doing that in this year or at the moment. I feel like you're already doing the shadow work. This will continue. Now, there is advancement. It's not a stuck energy, meaning there will be illumination. There will be more to learn about yourself and about your shadows and about how to overcome them and how to face your fears. There will be more expansive energy in regard to that. Shadow work. The work that you are doing right now will continue. So you will continue to advance. You are also showing up as the hermit, meaning that you will be wiser. You will be someone that knows a thing or two about the things that the average person doesn't notice in themselves. So your level of awareness will be higher than now. And you know what's interesting? And this is so true. The more you do spiritual advancement, or the more you expand spiritually, the more you advance energetically, the more you know, you will realize there is so much to learn still. You know that saying, the more you know, the less you know? So the more you will learn about yourself and this journey, this spiritual journey, understanding yourself inside out, the more you will feel like, wow, there is more. What is the limit? I feel like the shadow work that you are currently doing, if it's making you feel overwhelmed, at some point in the future, within that year that we are talking about, you will start to like it. It will start to grow on you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if you're like, oh, you know, this is never ending. I'm always learning. I'm always expanding. I'm always like working on my shadows and my fears. But at some point in that year, you will start to like it. You will start to be like, ooh, okay, the next challenge. So it will become something that you normalize because it's intriguing. It's intriguing, you know, the more you know, the less you know. It's like, oh, okay, so what's next? You have the energy of the star and the hermit. Don't be surprised if you become addicted to expansion. Don't be surprised if at some point you start to look for the things to shed light on. It's like, I feel like whatever shadow that you have, you will want to explore it. You will become almost obsessed. It's like, ooh, I have not discovered that bit in me. Let me explore. Let me go deeper. And you will not be scared or overwhelmed because you have done it so many times before that you understand the process. You know, it's like you could be the type of person that thinks, okay, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger, right? So because you've done it so many times before, it doesn't scare you anymore. It's like, okay, yes, this fear that I have, let me go deeper in it. Let me see where it takes me. Because you've done it so many times. It will almost become a hobby, you know? You could be so used to it that you will talk about it to people. Maybe you will want to help others that could be going through something that you've already mastered. Let's say you see a friend that is struggling with some type of shadow that you've overcome. And you're like, hey, you know, I've been there, done that. This is how you look at it differently. This is how you learn from it. So you could actually become wise enough to teach it, to teach others that are going through something that you've already gone through and show them the way. Okay? So a journey of discovery, and I feel like you are already doing that, but this journey of discovery will continue because you realize the more you know, the less you know. And it's so true. Anyone that tells you, I know everything, they don't. They haven't gone deep enough to realize that learning is like this endless, limitless. There are no boundaries to learning. So there's more to learn, always. Alright. And be high. Ghost high. Speak English, you guys. We are speaking English on this channel, so I understand you watch my videos in different languages, but when you are in the live stream, you speak English. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to block you. So we finished ether, we're gonna do fire. How many fire signs do we have in the chat? Sweden! What's up, Mona? That's it, 2 people? Okay, good enough. All right, let's do 1210 Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Sagittarius. Where you'll be what? Oh. Saggy. Sagittarius, you better focus on the money. Fuck love. I'll explain why I say this. I'll explain why. Because whatever love situation that maybe you are already involved in, or you will be involved in, will make you broke. Will break your bank. Or it could be distracting you from going after the bag. This bitch that you could be dating right now or will be dating in the future, a year from now, is going to distract you from your responsibilities, your commitment. You could spend money on them because they're going to leave you broke. So if you don't like this prediction, you better make sure whoever that comes into your life will not be financially a burden on you. Or if they are not broke themselves, that they are not distracting you from your responsibilities. Do you understand? If they are distracting you from your work or whatever that you're doing that is generating money for you, and you could be so consumed with this love because you're showing up as the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is someone that could be involved in a situation where it doesn't really make sense, but it's consuming. You know, she's like curious about these emotions, about these feelings that the person that they are with, that they are dealing with. It's like, what are those feelings? I'm consumed by them. But your financial area of your life will take a hit. And it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. So I don't know who this person is to you. They're not even worth it. Because you have the 7 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. This is not someone that is worth sacrificing for. You know what I mean? This is not someone that is worth you abandoning your responsibilities for. So maybe you will be like love struck, that you become so consumed with your feelings for this person that you neglect other things that are important for you. Again, these are predictions based on your current energy. So if you pay attention to these energies, you can change the future. So if someone comes into your life, don't be neglecting everything that you know, everything that you are having to be present for, just because someone is making you feel things. Pay attention. Stay grounded. You know what I mean? Like if this person somehow requires of you to compromise so much so that you could end up in a bad point in your life, don't risk it. It's a bad investment. Okay? Because if you don't change anything, and maybe you won't see this reading, I see you consumed by this love. And this love is not even stable. So I don't know what type of love is here, but it's like it's not stable for you to even sacrifice for. You will be consumed by these feelings. You will neglect your responsibilities. It will affect your job or your workflow. And you will end up broke. Or they could be a gold digger or someone that depends on you financially. So instead of just paying your bills, you have to pay theirs. And at the end of it, because you love them, you're not thinking about the effect that they could have on you financially. Do you understand? All right. Hey, Janice. For those that are asking for personal readings, we do them on Sundays alone. Sundays only. Alfredo, hi. Pranil, hi. SDB, what's up? All right, let's see who's next. So, 1837, Leo. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see where you'll be a year from now, Leo. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Damn, son. It's gonna be a busy year for you. For the single ones, you're gonna be married. For the ones that are homeless, you're gonna own a home. It's gonna be an aggressive year for you. When I say aggressive, I don't mean in a bad way. I mean like you're gonna be slapped with good things. It's like take it. Take this blessing. Take this blessing. Ooh, I see you overwhelmed by this. You know what's so interesting? Because, you know, sometimes people are like, I want to manifest, but once they actually fucking manifest, they're like, oh shit, I'm not ready. Wait, I didn't put my makeup on. I didn't make my, you know when you invite someone over and they're like, I'm 5 minutes away. And you're like, oh shit, I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Hang on. you're gonna have to wait 10 minutes. I'll be out in 10 minutes, and then it takes you half an hour. So be prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, because you're about to receive the things that you want, the things that you want to attract. But once they come in, you're like, I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I can do it. Remember that these are projected fears, okay? Because when we are comfortable, when things are predictable for us, you know, it's comfortable. The brain is like, we're comfortable, we're safe, okay? Technically, we want better things in our life, but once they come in our life, we're like, the brain freaks out a little bit. It's like, I don't know if it's going to be safe. And with the aggression that I talk about, you could feel like an overwhelm. You could feel not ready. So if you're seeing this reading, prepare mentally to receive good things in the year ahead. Because you're going to receive good things. Relationship-wise, if you are seeing someone right now, you will end up marrying them. If you are single, you could meet someone within that year, and then you will be married within that year. It will feel like it's happening fast. But if you pay attention to the time that you waited for these good things to happen, then you'll understand, like, yes, that's what I've been manifesting. Okay? So you should be happy. You should be like, finally, okay, I'm ready. I've been ready. But you're showing up actually overwhelmed. So the only thing that I would mention here is to be prepared mentally to receive these blessings. It's going to be a huge jump for you. Within a year, a lot of things will happen that will shift your life for the better, but a shift either way, whether it's good or bad, we still feel a little bit nervous, a little bit overwhelmed. So that's the only thing that I would mention here. It's like you preparing to receive. Okay? If you do put this fear to rest, if you do prepare well, it's going to be an amazing year for you. Like, you're going to be like, oh, you know, a year ago, I was struggling with my home, or I was struggling with homelessness, and now I own a home. You know, a year ago, I was single, and I was like asking myself if I'm going to die alone, and now I'm getting married tomorrow. Like, that is the energy. Do you understand? So it's a shift. It's a big shift for it to happen within a year, right? But do remember that you've been wanting this for more than a year. So when it happens, gracefully accept and breathe, because this is good. This is what you want. Okay? Let it happen. Do some meditation, do some affirmation to keep you grounded. Do some breath work maybe. Because it's projected fear, it has no real substance. It is just that you are receiving change at a fast pace. And that is what they're like, you know? Scorpio, not done yet. Tariq, what's up? Bing bong, we are doing all signs. I'm glad, Victoria. Arabic username, hi. David, hi. All right, let's see who's next. Aries. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Aries. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Where you'll be a year from now. You're gonna go wild. It's gonna be a wild year for you. You're gonna accept every invitation you get. You're gonna be traveling. When I say traveling, it doesn't have to be to a different country. It could be to different countries. But I feel like you're gonna be attending concerts, traveling, partying, accepting every invitation you get. Like there is no tomorrow. I'm seeing drugs, drug intake. You could have a fucking stranger come to you and say, oh, you want some? Like, yeah, you will swallow the pill first and then you will ask, what is it? You know what I mean? And I see that you will be dating a lot of people as well. So if you're single and available, I see you exploring your options. It's like, why not? You could be also exiting a relationship. So if you are in a relationship currently, you could break up with that person. Because I see very much single energy. So for the ones that are in a relationship right now, that relationship is not really giving. It's probably on the rocks. It's about to go kaboom. And then you're gonna go single mode. You're gonna be wild. Especially after a breakup. The Three of Swords is here. So I feel like for a lot of you that you could be dating someone right now and thinking it's gonna go somewhere. Not really. For the ones that are in a relationship and it's already on the rocks, you're exiting. Because this is singlehood. This is single energy. I'm single, so why not? It's like, oh, you want to go out on a date with me? Okay, cool. You might go out on one date and never see them again. You know, it's like you're aggressively kind of like exploring your options, going to parties, taking all types of drugs. You know, like literally the energy is right here. The energy is being summed right here. You could be dancing on the bar. You know when people step on the bar and start dancing and stripping, even though it's not your job. If you go to a strip club, you're gonna start stripping with the strippers. You know what I mean? You're gonna go wild. I'm hearing a lot of screaming, and this energy is kind of giving concert. So you could be attending a lot of concerts, parties, possibly karaoke's. You're going to be living the single life. And you know, the energy that I'm getting here is purging. This is why I say you could be exiting a relationship, because it feels like you're making up for time lost. It's like, oh, I've been with this bitch for a year or two. When I'm single, I'm gonna go wild. You know what I mean? You know when people break up and they're like another level of single, they go crazy, making up for the time lost. That's the vibe here. It's going to be a good year for you. A lot of fun, a lot of experimental drugs, a lot of exploring, a lot of options, a lot of sex with different people. But again, this energy of the breakup, this purge energy could be coming from hurt. So meaning that you could be sleeping with extra people because you want to make yourself feel better after a breakup, perhaps. Right? Like, you know, when people break up, sometimes they start sleeping around because why not? I've been fucking the same dude or the same woman for way too long, and then you start to fuck anybody inside. It's got that vibe. You're gonna be fucking people behind dumpsters as you're smoking weed with them, even though you've never seen this dude before. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It's wild. It's wild. 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 Okay, very fitting for Aries. Very fitting for Aries. Aries are good fun. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I find Aries are either really loyal or really whorish. There is no in between. They're really loyal or all the way a whore. There is no in between. So you better know where you better know your place with Aries, and that's it. It's easy. I'm loyal 6 days a week. That makes sense. So we finished ether and fire. Let's do earth. Earthlings. You want your readings or not? We have Capricorn in the house. That's cool. All right, let's see Virgo. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Virgo, where you'll be a year from now. Let's see where you'll be a year from now, Virgo. Locked up? I'm joking. Hopefully not. Okay. Interesting. It's showing me two paths. Showing me like your life could be either going for the better or going for the worse, depending on the type of decisions you make. So if you are going to make impulsive decisions because you are justifying your action based on how you feel, when I say how you feel, I'm talking about impulsive, reactive emotions like anger. I mean, obsession could be one of them, or sadness, or recklessness. Because it seems like if you are going to do something before you think it through, which is very interesting to say to a Virgo, you know, because you're known to be people that overthink everything, but for some reason you're not showing up like that. So you must have other placements like air that could be influencing you. But I see that your path in this year, it's literally splitting like hair split ends, you know. It will start as straight and then it splits. based on the decisions you make, especially when it comes to your heart, if you make impulsive decisions, I mean, you could be locked up. I don't know, because I see that you will be stuck, restricted, prevented, prohibited, something that will restrict your movement. That is, if you end up doing something impulsive without thinking, especially if it's in regard to someone or in regard to love. You know, I'm getting an obsession vibe, Virgo. If you are currently not obsessed with anyone, keep it that way. Because I feel like this love that you have for someone is coming from obsession. So you will either fall for someone head over heels, and you will become so obsessed with them that it actually makes you act out of character, that will create this split. Or if you are already obsessed with someone, you need to be careful with that. Because I feel like something could happen here that makes you do something impulsive. Could be illegal even, or dangerous. That will result in consequence. So you better think twice before you do something emotional. Again, when I say emotional, I'm not talking about real feelings. I'm talking about reactive emotional states. You know what I mean? You know, when someone doesn't think straight because they are feeling angry, they go blank, or they feel sad, they're like, fuck it, they're not thinking straight. Those type of emotions. Especially if you are a little bit delusional in regard to someone, because I'm getting like a little bit of delusion, obsession in regard to love. So you better think twice before you make an impulsive decision. Because it's almost like splitting your timeline. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't make a prediction on that, because if you split a timeline, you could end up either here or here. So based on how you will react, it will decide your fate in a way, right? Now, it's okay to be obsessed with someone if you love them, okay? But if it ends up making you do things that you will regret later, that is not healthy obsession, okay? Let's just say that. So if this person has so much power over you, and you call it love, and I'm gonna validate you in calling it love, okay? Because it's your experience. But if someone has so much power that you end up doing something that is out of character, that you end up doing something impulsively, you're going to have to sit your ass. You're going to have to lock yourself. You're going to have to chain yourself to the radiator or something until you calm the fuck down. Because this is not a good energy to move with. Because there will be consequences to this behavior. When I was joking earlier, when I said you could be locked up, you could do something stupid that actually ends up with you getting arrested. You know, this person that you love so much could be reporting you to the police because you're harassing them, or you will end up doing something crazy that makes them feel unsafe, and they could report you to the police or something like that. So be careful. Think. If you're feeling a little bit like overwhelmed with those feelings that you feel, just lock the door, throw the key, find it later. Just restrict yourself so that the restriction that happens on you doesn't happen from the outside. Does that make sense? You need to ground yourself. You need to ground yourself, otherwise someone else or some type of institution will ground you forcibly. Damn, okay. I just heard we do crazy things in the name of love. Maybe you think like that. Maybe it's something that you would say or something that you will think when you fall in love with this person and you become obsessed. We do crazy things in the name of love. That's debatable, honey. That's debatable. If you have a not a death wish. If you have a locked up wish and you're like, you're behind bars and you're like telling your cellmate, it's like, we do crazy things in the name of love. That's not how it should be, honey. Okay. Anyways. You're describing the Wolfman? What's that? I guess if you love your business partner, if you're obsessed with your business partner, it could be a business partner. Hey, James. How to impress girl? Be a man. That's how. We have Gemini supermoon. Okay. That's tomorrow, right? The 4th of December. I heard that the moon, the full moon that we have, is the highest it will be until I don't know what year. Cold moon. Very fitting for a Gemini. It can be cold as fuck. Okay, one person said 2043, one said 2027. You know, I don't care what full moon we have anymore. Because have you noticed every time we have a full moon now, and everybody is like, this is a really important full moon. Bitch, every full moon is important. During a full moon, try not to kill anybody. That's it. Sit your ass at home. Avoid unnecessary phone calls. Avoid conflict. Avoid drinking. And you'll be fine. All right, let's see who's next. 4436. Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Taurus, where you'll be a year from now. I'm hearing something, I can't catch it. Huh? Say that again. Anyways, okay, so let's see what's here. Yes, thank you. So I just heard the thing that I was trying to hear earlier. Need to know basis. You're gonna be on need to know basis. So the people that you know or the people that know you will not know much about you in that year. So in that year, you will almost be in hermit mode, but it's not really hermit. You're not going to be isolated. You're not going to be like locking yourself at home, talking to no one. Need to know basis, meaning that the people that need to know things about you will know what you're up to, will know what you are, where you're going, what you're up to. But the ones that you barely know, acquaintances, friends of friends, they will know nothing about you. You might not even see them in that year. Because I see that you're going to be busy with someone new. Even if you are in a relationship, I just want to say that. Even if you are in a relationship, there is someone new coming into your life. So there could be infidelity if you are in a relationship. But if you are single, I see a new person coming into your life. You're going to be so busy with them. You're going to be rotting at home with them. And whoever that's calling you, maybe it's your family, maybe it's like your bestie, maybe it's work, you're going to reply. But the ones that are like a little bit distant, you know, they know you, but you don't know them that well, they will be like ignored. So it's kind of hermit mode because you're going to be busy focusing on someone new. It's a new passion. It's a new person. It's a new obsession, I want to say. I want to say that I do see a lot of sex. I see that you really like this person or really will like this person, you know? Like maybe we are still in the future, so we're talking about the year from now, right? So whether you have met this person already or not, I feel like most of you have not met this person, even if you are in a relationship. Like when I say you are in a relationship, I'm talking about even if you choose to continue to be in a relationship, you will still see this person on the side. I feel sorry for the people that you will be in a relationship with, but that's what I see here. So there is the possibility that you will be cheating. But for the Taurians that are not in a relationship and you're single as fuck, new energy coming into your life. And I feel like when you meet this person, Taurus, you will get along with this person right away. Like you will feel really comfortable with them. You will not feel like you have to have your guard up with them. You know? You know when you meet someone and you're instantly comfortable? You're not nervous. You're not awkward. You're not worried. This person has the energy of, like, they are very welcoming. They are very safe. You feel very comfortable with them. So you're going to open up like a flower. When this person enters your life, you'll be like, take me, or let me take you. In a way, it feels like it's almost like you've been waiting for someone like them to show up in your life. You will catch feelings fast, including the Taurians that are in a relationship. Like, if you are in a relationship, Taurus, please break up with a person before you start something new. At least have that decency. You know, don't be cheating. You know, like if you meet someone new and you're like, yes, that's the person I want to be with, at least break up with the person that you're with first before you start something. You know, that's the common decency at least. But for the single Taurians, you know, that does not apply to you. The energy here, it feels like you're gonna spend days at home, fucking, ordering food, not even cooking, ordering food, fucking for days. Like you're not gonna want to leave. I see snuggling, you know, watching a movie, fucking some more after that, ordering food. Interesting. I'm seeing. What do you call it? Board game. You could be playing board games with this person. I don't know why naked poker is coming to mind. So you could play like sexual board games, you know, like naked poker. Is it called naked poker? Where you strip when you lose a round. It's gonna be fun. I think you'll have fun with this person. There's a lot of passion here. You're gonna be, if you are a man Taurus, you're gonna have a hard on most of the time with this person. Even when you're tired. Or you're gonna give them a hard on all the time, who knows? If you're a woman. If it's same sex, apply the same concept. What do you want me to tell you? You're gonna have if it's a woman, you're gonna have a dildo that is always hard. No, it's definitely a person. It's not just a passion for a thing. Unless you fuck objects, maybe then it will apply. Strip poker, right? Naked strip, same thing really. Capricorn. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Cappy. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Capricorn. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. You're going to be ghosting someone. Or ghosting a life. You're going to disappear on people. If you are in a relationship, you could be ghosting a relationship. But if it's not about relationships, it could be you ghosting a lifestyle, you know? Like maybe a location, a friend group, or life, the life that you have been working on for a while. You're just gonna take what you need and leave. You're gonna have the urge to start from scratch again. I see you dipping in your savings account. So you could quit your job, you could like ghost people, move somewhere else, and start over using your savings accounts to survive for some time until you settle down. See you ghosting. I see you ghosting. It's like one day you will wake up and you're like, that's it, I'm packing my bags, and I feel like it's not even a suitcase. It's like something fast, you know? It's like a bag that has everything that you need, like let's say your phone, your charger, your passport, couple of underwears, couple of t-shirts, and you're gonna be gone. And I feel like you're gonna leave things behind, like whatever that you have at home, including people, you're not even gonna let them know. You're just gonna disappear. Maybe you will leave a note, because I'm seeing a note. Maybe you will leave a note saying, don't call me, don't try to find me. I'll call you when I'm, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Just so that people don't report you missing. Damn. Why you will do this is because something is telling you on an intuitive level that you need to leave, and you're gonna listen to it. And I feel like that is a voice that has been nagging you for a while. You know when you feel like you need to go somewhere else, you need to be somewhere else, you need to start somewhere else. I feel like that is a voice that has been in your energy for a while. So how you know this reading is for you is because you've had that voice telling you you need to be somewhere else. But you didn't listen to it because disconnecting or, closing things properly could take time, and it could be like even a dreadful process for you to be able to close things properly, exit the relationship properly, or quit your job properly, give the 2 weeks notice, whatever. You could be like, I don't want to do that. I want to leave now. You're gonna wake up one day and you're like, fuck it, I'm gone. Fuck it. Today is the day. I have enough money in my bank. I have enough to sustain me for a while, maybe for 6 months. I'm gonna go to that place that I always wanted to go to. I'm gonna start there. I don't know anybody there, which is kind of the point. You're gonna disappear. You're gonna disappear on some people. You're gonna probably call your family after a couple of months saying, hey, I'm okay. I don't want to have to explain myself, but just know I'm okay. Damn. Okay, well, I honestly, I feel like you are going to do this based on how you feel strongly, like something on an intuitive level telling you you need to be somewhere else. And one day you will wake up and you're like, you know what? I'm just going to listen to that voice. I'm going to listen to that. I'm going to listen to that voice. I'm going to leave. Now. Okay. The readings have been interesting today. We've done ether, fire, earth. We're gonna do air next. And zing. Hi. All right, let's do air. By the way, air signs, you have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra coming up also after the live stream, so stay tuned for those. Let's see, 59, 29, Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Fighting for the love of your life. Fighting for the love of your life. It's right away. It's like, bleh. It's in my face. Fighting for the love of your fucking life. You love this person before you are with them. So this is a person that is already in your life, whether this is, I feel like you know this person. This is not a stranger. I mean, maybe you will meet them within that year. But in any case, whether you have met this person already or not, this is someone that you will fall in love with before you even get to touch their hand. I do see it's a soulmate, which explains your enthusiasm. The love that you feel is because they are a soulmate. And the reason why I say fight is because the road towards this connection is not very smooth. It's very bumpy. It's filled with obstacles. But you think, or will think, that it's worth the fight. You think that it's like, yeah, this love is worth fighting for. Whether this is actually fighting real people, you know, for example, your ex, their ex, or their family, your family, you know, like whatever obstacles in the way, whether it's people or circumstance, you're gonna put on your armor and go to battle for this person. Because the love that you feel for them is so divine. It's so real. It cannot be really explained on an earth level. It is soulmate. So even if you don't believe in soulmates, because there are a lot of people that don't believe in soulmates, but they definitely feel what a soulmate connection feels like. You know what I mean? You might not know why you're fighting this hard for this person or this connection, but it's a soulmate, that's why. You will fall in love with this person before you get to be with them. So love at first sight applies here. From the moment you lay eyes on this person, maybe you've already laid eyes on them, but from the moment you laid eyes on this person, or lay eyes, maybe it will happen in the future, you will know this is the love of your life. You will know. And the rest is history. Whatever obstacles, you're ready to fight for it. For this person, you're ready. You're ready to kill some bitches, or to fight off haters, or to fight off naysayers, or to fight off whatever that is in the way between you and this person. And I'm seeing a visualization of two people moving towards each other. So this fight is not one-sided. So this person is also going to go through their own battles, and you will meet somewhere in the middle. Because I don't feel like the person that you are moving towards is stationary. Like, it's not like you going to them. It feels like you both will want this. And whatever obstacles that are on the way of the both of you, you will deal with them as you move closer together. Or move closer to each other. Okay. Is live? Yes, is live. Yeah, I get that a lot. When I don't have a good tan on, I look Italian. When I have a good tan on, I look Spanish. I get that all the fucking time. Alright, let's see who's next. 10505. Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see. Gemini, where you'll be a year from now. Where you'll be a year from now. Gemini. I'm hearing money on my mind, mind on my money. And it's in that voice. Money on my mind, mind on my money. Money, I keep hearing it. Money on my mind, mind on my money. It sounds funny, that's why I laugh. You know, even if you are currently in a very good financial position, even if you are like, you know, even if you live comfortably right now, you have this urge, and your year, the year ahead of you, is going to be about accumulating more. I feel like you don't want to live life comfortably, you want to live life luxuriously. I keep hearing that money on my mind, mind on my money. You're going to be thinking about, how can I increase my income? Okay, so I have this income right now. How am I going to get another source of income? So you're going to be busy hustling. You're going to be busy going after more. You want to get to the point where you're not like checking your account if you have enough for expensive purchases. For example, when you have enough money, you know, you don't check your account if you're going to spend $10, $20, $50, $100. But there is a limit, you know, like, for example, if you're thinking about buying something that maybe is 5,000, 10,000, you're going to check your account. You're going to check your account to see if you can afford it. That is for the ones that live comfortably, right? But if it's an expensive purchase, you're going to check your account, you know? Can I afford it? I'm sensing you have a bad taste, but you are broke as fuck. Well, I say broke because it's not like you're not living life luxuriously. You want to live the life that is luxurious. You want the fine things in life. Honestly, like, I feel like even if you are in a relationship, there is the possibility that you will tell your partner, shut the fuck up and sit quietly because I'm busy. I'm busy thinking about ideas. So even your partner, if you are in a relationship, you will tell them, like, sit your ass. I don't want you to talk to me about anything else but money. You want to have sex? We'll do it once a week. You're gonna lay some rules with your partner. If you are single, you're gonna keep it that way. If you are single, even if people pursue you and, you know, they distract you a little bit, you're just going to ignore them. You're going to either reject people or you will fuck around with them, but once they become attached to you or they become clingy or they ask for more, you're going to ignore them. It's like, I don't have time for that. It's like, yes, it's nice to spend time here and there, but I'm focusing on something more important right now. I just hear it reaching for the stars. So I see an ambitious Gemini that is going to start to be practical about how you're going to get there. So you're building that blueprint. You're going to be busy building that blueprint for how you're going to get this money. Like, how am I going to get this money? Should we do something illegal? No, okay, let's try this first. I feel like you will have plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have all the alphabet plans. If plan A doesn't work, plan B, maybe plan B and C, maybe plan B and D. You're going to be busy. In a good way, you know. I love ambitious people, so you are an ambitious one. You're gonna get busy. Because I feel like you got to the point, or will be getting to the point, where you wake up and you're like, this is not it. This is not it for me. I want more. I want to be involved in more. I want to do more, and I want more money. You know? Because I feel like you will look around your house or your career, your lifestyle, and you're like, this is not it. I feel like there should be more. Okay. Go get it, girl or boy. Money on my mind, mind on my money. I keep hearing it. It's gonna be stuck with me for a bit now. Hey Jaden. Abhinav, hi. All right, let's see who's next. 11205, Libra. Libra, sun, moon, rising, or stellium. Let's see. Let's see where you'll be a year from now, Libra. Okay. Oh my God. Yup. Okay. Where do I start? You're going to be less worried about things that are not working in your favor, and you're going to start shifting the way you look at things. So for example, let's say something is stressing the fuck out of you currently or sometime in the future. You're going to start looking at the situations that are stressful in a different way. Where before you will give a fuck, but now you're going to turn into not give a fuck mode. And I feel like what you will realize when you don't give a fuck about the things that stress you out, they resolve themselves on their own, or they remove themselves and something else that is better, that is stress-free, replaces it. So you're basically shedding the things that are stressing you out. Because sometimes we persist on things, you know, it's like we want to fix everything. We want to, you know, make everything work forcibly for us. But I feel like you're going to shift your energy. It's like, hang on a second, wait a damn minute. Why am I stressed about this situation? Why is it stressing me this much? If it's meant for me, it's not going to stress me this much. So I'm just going to let go a little bit. I'm going to loosen my grip and see if it fucks off. Once it fucks off, something else will come in place. And you're like, oh, that's how I should deal with it. And then you're going to start to take a new practice. Whenever something comes into your life, you're going to deal with it. Once it becomes a pain in the ass, you're going to be like, okay, let me try to let it go. See if it's supposed to stay. I'm going to remove the stress from the equation. And see if it's choosing to stay, if it's meant to stay. So, you know, I'm getting a visualization of you walking a path. And then in that path, you see things falling. And whenever you, let's say you imagine you are on a path and you see buildings fall, right? The normal reaction when a person sees like buildings fall, you're going to be like, I'm so scared, I'm going to run away, right? But you're like, okay, these buildings are so far away from me. I'm just going to continue to walk. And as they fall, something else gets replaced, like another building comes up. And you're like, see, okay, I'm not in danger. So your carefree approach to things, it's almost going to be your jackpot. Because the way you deal with things are going to change your mindset, and the things that were stressing you out before, they were either not things that you are meant to pay attention to, you know, or things that you were meant to learn from without you freaking out. In a way, you will tap into your magician energy. The magician is an alchemizer. The magician knows that I am in charge of what happens in my life. Even the things I am not in charge of, I can choose how to react to it. So you take the power away from it. Do you understand? So when something, for example, is out of our control and we start to freak out, instead of doing that, we have the power of controlling our reaction to it. Once you take control of that, you will start to see the situation differently altogether. Do you understand? So you will embody the magician. And the magician is a manifester. The magician is an aligner. The magician is an alchemizer. The magician does not freak out, because the magician knows that I have the power to use my resources to eventually manifest whatever I want. So you will be less stressed when stressful things happen. You will not freak out. And with that, even when things fall apart around you, you will not freak out. You will stay grounded. And that energy is going to align you with better. Naturally, automatically. So the year ahead will be almost like an illumination of how you should react to things and how to deal with them. And that mind shift is going to enhance your life. So next time something stressful happens, you're not going to be freaking out and being overwhelmed. You're going to see it differently. When good things happen, good things happen. When bad things happen, you will be still good. In a way, you're going to drop your worry, your unnecessary worry, right? You're going to be more carefree. You're going to be more trusting of the universe serving you. And you know, I always say this, when you are experiencing a shitty situation and you feel a little bit overwhelmed, start reaffirming or affirming, everything that happens in my life happens for me. Everything serves me. And soon enough, whether you understand it or not, you will see that things get better. And even if you don't know what something bad, like how something bad could serve you, you don't have to see everything to trust that the universe is serving you. Do you understand? Like the best analogy for this, like sometimes you will be late for an appointment, not knowing that if you were to be on time, you would be in a car accident. Remember that, you know? Next time something doesn't happen on your time, remember it could be protection from something way worse. You being late on that very morning to work, you could have been in a crash. You could have crashed and died, but you were late deliberately. So you can live on. Okay. Anyways, that is the mindset that you will be in. So it's already something that you are aware of or will be aware of soon enough. ignore overthinking? You don't ignore overthinking, you stop overthinking. You don't ignore it. It is not something that happens without your control. You are in charge of your thoughts. So next time you are overthinking, bring awareness to your overthinking and change the subject. So, okay, let's be more present in the moment. We're going to stop overthinking. You demand your brain, otherwise your brain will be the master of you, and you will become the slave of your brain. And you should never enslave your soul to a brain that is limited by a physical experience. Okay? You don't ignore overthinking, you demand yourself to stop thinking when you become aware of the overthinking. So we finished ether, fire, earth, air. We're gonna do water next. There is a reason for everything. Even if you were not going to be in a car accident when you are late, maybe you needed the extra hour to sleep so that you can function, so that you can do better during the work hours. There's a reason for everything. Now, if you know yourself to be a lazy motherfucker, maybe being late will be embarrassing for you enough so that you change your bad habits. There's a reason for everything nonetheless. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Be aware more and you'll be fine. Hey, Danny. All right, let's see. Pisces. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see where you'll be a year from now, Pisces. You'll have a new obsession, honey. A new fantasy to dwell in. A taboo at that. This is a taboo. Okay, so it's something that you cannot get. I should say it's someone that you cannot get. This is someone that you will have a massive crush on. And I feel like this is the type of obsession where you will, when you go home and you set the scene. So for example, let's say for example, you are in the mood of bath time, you go to your bathroom and you set the mood, right? Like you dim the light, you lit some candles, you put some music on. And that will be your time to obsess over this person, to just like, whether you open your eyes and visualize or you close your eyes and visualize, you're gonna have a new obsession. And I say a new obsession because maybe you have a current obsession, maybe you have someone that you want, or maybe you think you want, until this person shows up in your life. And then the game changes, and then you're like, okay, my new obsession. My new obsession. I do want to say that this looks like an escape from reality, which is so fitting because they do say Pisces can lose themselves in fantasy. Especially because they are ruled by Neptune, right? I think it's Neptune, right? The planet of fantasy. but it does look like an escape from something. Maybe it's an escape from the dullness of life, right? The same way that people lose themselves while reading a book, the same way when people watch a movie that they love to escape reality. But your obsession with this person is going to be like the preferred reality. You know it's a fantasy, so I don't think that you will become delusional. I feel like it's a conscious choice to set the scene so that when you are thinking about this person, or when you're visualizing and fantasizing, it becomes like something that is like a me time. And your emotions, your feelings are going to be involved in this, not on a deep level that you fall in love with them. So I do sense awareness here, Pisces, meaning that your awareness of the obsession that you have about this person, you know it's a taboo in reality, in the collective reality, you know it's a taboo and it's not going to happen. But when it comes to your own thoughts, you're making a conscious decision to lose yourself in a recreation of a fantasy that you are together. And you're gonna play with that on your own time. It's gonna be a serious obsession. This is not like something that you will be over. Like, let's say sometimes you fantasize about someone a couple of weeks or a couple of months. This is not like that. This is almost as real as the collective reality, you know? Meaning that the visualizations that you will get will be very vivid. It will be very vivid visualizations. And who's better than Pisces to create vivid visualizations? If anyone is good at creating vivid visualizations, it'll be you. Like, I feel like when you fantasize about this person touching you, you will feel it as if they are there touching you. Do you understand? And even if you think that's normal, everybody can do that. No, they don't. Like, not everybody can do that. Like, sometimes we underestimate our powers because we think it's normal. It's not normal, honey. This level of visualization is what actually, like, very few people can do that. This actually reminds me of this lady that was talking about how she won so many lottery prizes. And she would talk about how her visualizations are so vivid that they become reality. So maybe this obsession could turn into reality. Maybe. But I do see it's a taboo. It's not something that you can just have. But hey, maybe if you spend a year visualizing something happening with this person, maybe it will happen. Despite the circumstances. Who knows? I do want to say, Pisces, this obsession will be consuming. So pay attention to that if you feel like you are kind of losing yourself in this fantasy more than attending to this reality, the collective realities, right? So for some reason I know, like, that you know that you are just like putting like on your schedule, it's like, okay, in this hour I'm going to just think about this person and lose myself in this fantasy. For some of you, you could even set the alarm. I don't know. There's awareness. So you're not really delusional. You know what I mean? Because sometimes people become delusional because they fantasize about something so much. But I don't feel like you will become delusional because there is a sense of awareness here. Okay, well, have fun. Have fun. cold has been blocked. All right, so let's see who's next. Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see where you'll be a year from now, Scorpio. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Okay. I don't see much change, Scorpio. We do have the star, okay, which is a good energy. Raja, thank you for the super chat. You know, Scorpio, whatever you're doing currently is going to bring you something that could be unexpected, that could be even more. I want to say more than you expect, because the star, if you think about it, you know, the star is somewhere up in the sky and it's unreachable unless you have a rocket that you can strap yourself to. And so it feels like this is you not changing much. And it's so interesting because Scorpios are a fixed sign, right? So you could be, whatever you're doing right now, you will continue to do. Maybe there are some changes, but they're not big changes. I do see that you are someone that follows your intuition. You are someone that kind of like interacts with things based on how you feel. So you are someone that is intellectually analyzing your emotions as you make decisions, meaning emotional intelligence. So you could be someone that is following a certain path that you feel intuitively called to follow. You will continue to do so without going crazy, without going like off path, trying to find something that is more. So you will stay a course. Whatever that you're doing right now, it's like staying the course. But staying the course is actually going to bring the star. The star is associated with many things, you know, like some people say recognition, some people say healing, some people say, it depends on what type of thing that you're doing currently. But in a way, the way I'm receiving the star, it's kind of like something that you will receive that is unexpected. Could be even, could seem even far out. So something unexpected will happen without you changing your course, without you changing much of your course. So you will stay the course. Maybe there's a little turn here, a little turn there, but you're not going to branch out. You're not going to do something so different than what you are already doing. In fact, I see this also as advice. So for example, Scorpio, if you are thinking of branching out, stay put. Stay put. Don't be branching out. So if you have any crazy ideas, don't be branching out. I feel like because you are intuitive, stay like that. I feel like tap into your intuition and check if you should branch out or not. Like, don't go off path thinking that you should do something massive or something so different. And that is the only way that you could receive this star. You don't. It's actually staying put, staying the course. I'm hearing a saying. Can I hear it? Hello? Give it to me. Give it to me. It's in the lines of, I can't hear it word for word, but it's on the lines of, don't fix something that works, or don't, don't fix something that works. You know what I mean? Like, if something works, don't fix it. Like, you know, sometimes when you see a product, it works really well, but then the company will change something so drastically that the product itself is no longer working the same. Do you know what I mean? So don't fix something that works. Whatever you're doing right now works. Don't try to branch out. Don't try to do too much. And I feel like most of you will not, because it seems like you are in touch with your intuition, which is keeping you on the path that you are supposed to be on. But I see a surprise with this star. I'm receiving this star energy as an invitation to something, or as a collaboration of something, as a gift. You know, like something that will come to you rather than you going to it. So stay on the course. Stay on the course. If you are doing like a degree of some kind, don't quit. If you have, like, for example, if you're doing a course of some kind, because I keep saying stay the course, right? If you're doing some type of course, study, if you're going after a degree, stay on that course. Don't quit. Don't change anything too much, too drastically. Because something is coming to you without you having to go to it, okay? The star. You don't have to get in your rocket and go to the star. The star will come to you. And it will be unexpected, like a surprise. Okay. It's not really showing me what exactly. It's just giving me vague energy about this. But whatever it is, it's good. It's not like crazy change coming in. It's the same thing that you're already doing. Yes, if it's not broken, why fix it? Yes, yes, yes. I think that's how it goes. All right, let's see who's next. Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Stellium. Let's see, Cancer, where you'll be a year from now. Let's see where you'll be a year from now. Cancer. Wow. Power base. Thank you for the sticker. I appreciate it. Okay. Interesting. This is talking about a relationship that you are currently investing in, Cancer. And you know what I'm getting here is like a profound realization. You know, like the profound realization here is the energy that you are putting towards this relationship or this connection should actually be towards yourself. So in the year ahead, you will get some type of realization at some point in that year. And you will start to take that investment that you put in that other person and put it towards yourself. And that's when you realize that that's exactly what you should have been doing this whole time. So however long you've been investing in this person, some of you, this could be a long-term relationship. Some of you, this could be a new situation. Whatever that investment that you're putting towards this person, thinking that they will make you happy, thinking that if you invest in them and if you sacrifice or if you compromise for them, then the return will be you being loved the same way that you love them. At some point, you will realize, actually, hang on a second. What if I put that towards myself? That's when you illuminate the idea that the love that you seek in others is being sought within yourself. Do you understand? Like the love that you're looking for is your own love. The love that you're looking for in another person for it to be given to you is your own love being given to you. You receiving the love that you give rather than giving it to another person and then them giving it to you. Do you understand? So there is something about self-love here. Now, I'm not saying that, you should not receive love from another person, but I always like to say, when you are in a relationship, the love that you receive from that person is not the foundation of the relationship. Because you should be already coming with love for yourself. The bonus or the love that you receive from another person should be like a bonus. It's a bonus. It is not something you need. It is nice to receive, but it's not a necessity. I feel like in the year ahead, you will prioritize yourself. You will put yourself first. Your self-esteem will be higher. Your self-worth will be higher. Your expectations and standards will be higher. You will stop compromising and chipping from your own self for another person. And it's interesting because Cancerians are known to be people that are nurturing, that will sacrifice themselves for another person. And it's such a mother energy because Cancerians are ruled by the moon. The moon is mother. Mother. The moon is mother, right? So I understand your urge to nurture and to mother and to love another person. But I feel like this is the evolution for you, where you start to give this nurturing energy back to yourself rather than investing in people that are not really invested in you. Now, I'm not saying that the relationship that you are investing in is useless, but you're not getting the exact return that you deserve. And instead of like being hungry, for example, let's say you have a loaf of bread and you give most of it to the person that you love, but you end up with one slice and you're still hungry. You don't have anything left. And they will eat the whole thing and not give you any. So you will be hungry. Your cup is empty. So they're not giving you enough. You prioritizing yourself, putting that investment in you, will make you radiate. You will radiate. Your energy will be so blinding because that love is being returned to you. You're not like letting it leave your energy. And guess what, Cancer? When you are in that energy where you radiate love itself and you look like you love yourself, you feel like people can feel that you love yourself. People can feel that you have strong boundaries. You don't play about yourself. When people feel that, they will treat you better. I promise you. When people see that you don't really take care of yourself, and I'm not talking about looks, okay? I'm talking about energy, feelings. When people sense that you're not someone that gives that love to yourself, they're not going to treat you well. So you giving it to yourself is actually going to attract better people for you. Which is ironic because you think that giving people everything that you've got is going to make them love you. But it's actually vice versa. Start giving yourself all this love and suddenly you will seem and look and feel more attractive. And people will want to invest in you. People will want to give you this love. You understand? This year ahead, it's you prioritizing yourself And this love and nurture that you give others will be given to yourself. And you will notice the shift. In a way, a lot of people will not even try to come your way because they know that they cannot afford you. And when I say afford, I'm not talking about financially. I'm talking about the level of love that you require because you can provide. Do you understand? So people will look at you and they're like, ooh, I know that Cancer will not even accept me because I cannot match that energy. So the people that will dare to walk into your life will have what it takes to love you. Okay? You will not be open and available to anybody that will come in. You will be exclusive. You will be one of those, you know, when you, for example, I mean, it's a stupid example, but you know, certain companies will not even want your purchase. You will have to be a member first. You will be one of those. It's like, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. That will be your year ahead. And that will reflect physically on you, meaning that you will look better. You will look healthier. You will look like, you will be stress-free. You will physically look better. You know? Okay. So all the signs are done. If you missed some of the signs, you will see the timestamps after the live stream. And that's it. Excited for 2026? We'll see how it goes. It's just another number, you guys remember. Like last year, 2024, I shared this short video where I was like saying, you want to know what's going to happen in 2025? Look at your 2024. How did it go? If you're making the same stupid decisions, guess what? Your 2025 will be also full of stupid decisions. If you want your year ahead to change, remember that you have the power of now. You have the power of now. Okay? Change the now, the later will change. Be aware of the now, the later will be predictable. For you, you don't even have to, talk to a tarot reader or an astrologer to know how your year will go. Okay? But they do say 2026 is the year of the horse. The horse year apparently is a good year. 2025 was the snake year, which is like all about shedding, like the snake, or some of the fucking snakes that we have in the chat. But 2026 is going to be horse year. Should be interesting. Alright, you guys. Timestamps after the live stream. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I'm just going to title your readings. So after the live stream, give me maybe half an hour and you will see your readings as well. I'll see you guys later. Take care.